Peace, family, peace. Before you say anything, do anything. Make sure you share, family. Happy Saturday. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. All right, make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share before we get going. Peace and love. Happy Saturday. All right, peace and love. Everyone, everyone, everyone. Yeah, drop them eights, drop them eights. Drop them eights. All right, drop those eights. All right. Peace and love, everyone. New announcements. Also some clarity. All right, for your weekend. All right. Also some clarity for your weekend. All right. I know some of y'all probably out right now or getting your pre-gaming or whatever you're doing. All right. Let me give you a little bit of beans. Let me give you some information. Let me give you some, all right, some info. Okay. Now, remember, y'all, share. All right, I'm gonna give, you just give me a share. All right, give me a share. We want to get this information out as to many people as possible. Again, we're not giving any private processes out because everything that's in the private needs to stay in the private. All right, everything that I'm gonna be talking about is public information. All right, meaning we good. All right, meaning we good. We ain't stepping on no toes. We ain't breaking no fingers. All right, we're good. All right, make sure you share. After you share, comment the number 8. All right, after you share, comment the number 8. All right, peace and love, 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 love. All right, happy Saturday, family. All right, we live on YouTube, live on IG. We done got banned off TikTok. I don't know why, but all right, it is what it is. All right, so listen, family, every single account you have, let me talk to you right quick. All right, let me talk to you for a minute. All right, everybody that is looking at me right now, if you have an account that you paid on, doesn't matter what the account is. If you have an account that comes in your name and you pay on, I want you to comment the number 4. All right, we just want to see something right quick. Remember, y'all, sharing is caring. All right, some people might say that we're doing a daring event right now because we're giving private information, but it's not true. This is public knowledge. All right, this is public information. Yes, even a library card, because that is in the account. Yes. Comment 4. Yes. All right, now if y'all hear my babies in the background playing, all right, they're having a ball, so we're going to try to talk through that. All right, so everybody that's commenting 4, let me ask you a question. And please, y'all, please be honest, man. We don't got to act like we, okay? Let's be honest. All right? Nobody on here knows anyone personally. All right? Let's be honest, okay? Let me ask you a question. Did you put a power of attorney on file before you start paying on that account? I'm going to ask that question 2 more times because just so you can hear it. Did you put a power of attorney on file when you opened up that account? Now, again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means no. All right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, that means no. Okay? I'm asking it one more time. Did you put a power of attorney on file when you opened up that? Okay? Did you? All right, the question was, did you put a power of attorney on the account that you're paying on? Meaning some of us have jobs and we're using that income from jobs to pay bills, right? All right, so the account that we're paying bills on, the question is, did you put a power of attorney on file? All right, before we get to how do I do that, before we get to that, okay, let's just listen what's going on. All right, people about to start asking, okay, how do I, let me do it. How do, let's really understand what's going on, okay? All right, If you did not put a power of attorney on the account that you're paying bills on, guess who does have a POA on file on the account that you're paying bills on? I'm going to say it again. If you didn't put a POA on file on the account that you're paying on, all right, who is? Who is? Make sure you share, family, because you're going to save somebody today. I'm trying to tell you. You're going to save somebody today. All right? Exactly, they do. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Now, let me speak on it on the layman's terms so beginners can understand what we're talking about. For instance, I'm giving an example. Let's say a guy named John Smith goes and gets a vehicle. John Smith doesn't read the contract. He just signs, goes off with the car. All right, remember, John Smith never read the contract. Okay. John Smith starts to pay on that account. Now he starts to try to pay the car off. Okay. All right. So think about it. All right. John Smith did not put a POA on the account where he got that car from. Right. Right. So since he didn't do that, let's just say the finance company was Bank of America. All right. So since Bank of America is the finance company or who financed the deal, that does not mean they paid the deal. That just means they had the terminal to make the deal happen. That's it. Because sometimes we hear the word lender and we hear that completely wrong. Some of us think the lender means the one that gave the money. Comment 3 if you think the lender is the one that gave the money. Comment 3 if you think the lender is the one that gave the money. Again, y'all, accountability hour. You don't got to wait for people start answering before you answer. All right. Yeah, exactly. Chris Ramos, comment 3. Okay. So let's think about it. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. Okay. So if John Smith never put a POA on file, that gives Bank of America rights to do what, family? Let's all say it together. Let's all say it together. That gives Bank of America authorization to act on the behalf of who? John Smith. Simple, family. For all of you that think banks are fraud, okay, I'm here to say, man, you're uninformed. The fraudster is you. You're the one that didn't put a POA on file. You're the one that didn't revoke any types of POAs that are on your accounts. You're the one that's going to work to pay on the account that you haven't even read the contract to. You see what I'm saying? We're the fraudsters. All right? The ones that do not read the contracts and then go forth with the contract is the biggest scammer of them all. Okay? So when you understand that, now you understand why you've been having to pay out of your pocket, because you've never put a POA on file giving you authorization to utilize the security interest. While you're trying to use personal income, there's a security interest that you were supposed to be using. This was a credit account. Didn't you use your social? Didn't you use your EIN to open up that account? That means it was a credit account. But for some odd reason, you are paying it back using debits. How can you pay a debit? How can you set off in a credit account using debits? You can't. Can you? If you read your car contract right now, the top of the car contract specifically says, hey, you can either buy this car on cash or credit. It's not both. Okay, it's not both. You got to pick either or. All right. So understanding that, knowing that you gave a security, social security number. All right. Knowing that you gave a fictitious entity. all right, which is a non-living person. You use the all caps name to apply for that car. John Smith did, okay? All right, now he moves forward. He does not read the contract. He does not claim the security interest on behalf of John Smith. All right, so what happens? Now he takes the role as a borrower. Comment 3, if you are working to pay bills. Again, this is accountability hour. I know y'all gonna be like, duh, I'm supposed to do that. All right, we're here to break it down today. Don't worry. All right, don't worry. Okay, just comment 3. I don't see nobody comment 3. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, don't be capping now. Come on now. Thank you. Come on now. All right, if you have a job to pay bills, comment 3. Okay. Now, what if somebody sat you down and said, hey, you got an option. You can either learn to use the security interest to cover the debts owed, or you can keep working to pay the debt how you've been paying it. Even though it's not actually getting paid, but it'll satisfy whatever it is you're trying to satisfy. What would y'all choose? Would y'all choose option 1? One being learning how to utilize the security interest to cover all debts owed? Or would you rather use your personal income to repay the debt? Remember, utilizing the security interest is prepaying. Using cash is repaying. Y'all hear the verbiage? Repay? I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, duh, we got to pay back the banks. They're the one that gave me that loan. No, they were not, my friend. That's how I know folks don't read their contracts. If you read your contract, it specifically says you give them a security interest. Now, the problem is, why aren't you utilizing the security interest for the behalf of the account? Why not? Why are you working? Okay? Why are you working? All right? If you do have cash, you should be using that to learn information. You should be using that to, okay, let me multiply this cash. Let me try to convert this cash into information. All right? You're not supposed to be using that for bills, family. For those that have read the Bill of Exchange Act, especially Part 2, it specifically talks about you're required to pay a bill using interest, or you can pay it in stated installments. Most people are on stated installments because they do not know how to use the interest. First thing somebody will ask, well, how do I use interest then? It's not about how do I use interest. You got to learn what the interest is. You got to learn what interest is. Where did it come from? Where did it start? All right. Credit is interest. Okay. Some people might not tell you that. I'm telling you that. That's my ideology. All right. I've never physically seen that together. All right. But my overstanding, credit is interest. When you're using the line of the creditor, you can also use the line of the interest, because the line of the creditor is what creates the interest. The creditor is the consumer. Okay, the creditor is the consumer. That's the fictitious entity that is not alive. That is the citizen. Y'all got to remember, every time we do business and commercial or even personal, all right, it's by way of a citizen. All right, that is called a consumer credit transaction. They're literally telling you the consumer is a creditor and this is a transaction. Consumer credit transaction. But the thing is, we hear the word loan because the banks, they get our applications. Remember, we didn't give them a POA. We didn't give them instructions. So if we didn't give them instructions, what they're going to do? They're going to assume that we're minors. They're going to assume that we accept the role as a borrower. Now, imagine owing somebody $100,000 and then you find you a sucker that say, hey, you know what? I'll pay that $100,000 for you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna say it again because that might whip up somebody's head. Imagine you owed $100,000 to somebody, but they called you and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to pay you $100,000. I'm going to say that one more time. And I know that's something you don't even register because it's so insane. I'm gonna say it again. Imagine somebody owed you 100. No, so imagine you owed somebody $100,000, and the person that you owe $100,000 to called you and said, "Hey, I got that money I owe you." Do I need to say it again? Do I need to say it again? If I need to say it again, I'll say it again. If I need to say it again, I will say it again. That family is what's going on. That's what's going on. It's the craziest. Y'all, it's the craziest thing ever. Like you can't even fathom what's really going on because some people are like, what do you mean? And the first thing somebody's gonna do is do what? Blame the banks. Man. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time. Imagine you owed some matter of fact, let me say a bigger number. All right, let me say a bigger number. Imagine you owed somebody $100 million. But that very party that you owe $100 million to called you and said, "Hey, I got that money I owe you." You're gonna be like, "What the? Hey, what are you talking about? Money he owe me. I owe him $100 million. Hey, what you think I should say? Accept it?" Yeah. Yeah. Where do you want to send that payment? All right, where you want to send it to? Okay, here's the address. Send your payment here every 30 days. Yeah, for 5 years. And you can refinance after 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. And due to your credit score, we're able to hold you from making a payment for the next 2 months. Yes. 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 We got the car ready for you. Yes. We got the house ready for you, Miss Melinda. Yes. Man. Man, I had to really just sit back and just say, "God, it's who is the worst thing you can do is call these banks a fraudster. The worst you can do is call them, oh my gosh, the banks are scammers." No, my friend, it is you that didn't read the contract. It is you that don't know how to properly put on a power of attorney. Okay? That's what's going on. It's so hilarious, ain't it? I used to be so mad when I first started learning. I started saying, man, I can't even be mad, man. They're just beating me. I'm a comparer. Like, I'm not a hater. All right. Meaning if you beat me, like, I'm just like, damn, I got to work on my game. All right. So now that I see how what we've been losing, it's not because they're better than us. It's just because they understand how to play the game. It's almost as if they know how to play chess and we walk up to us a desk. They put a chessboard in front of us and we're like, damn, I don't know what to do. That's basically what's going on. But after we learn what's going on and know what to do, then what? Okay? Hey, somebody said I had Walmart glasses on. I don't think Walmart sell these. Come on, man. You gotta get off your knees, man. You gotta get off your knees to achieve. Okay? All right? You gotta get off your knees to achieve, family. All right? Yeah, I don't know what these folks talking about, man. Focus on the information I'm talking about right now, man. What you talking about, man? God. All right? Getting off your knees will help you achieve, family. Okay? All right? It was you That didn't read. He does not read, my Lord. Okay, what KG be saying? He don't read, Lord. He don't read, Lord. Lord, he don't read, Lord. Come on, man. I read. You could never troll a reader. All right, man, what? What? You could never troll a reader, man. I will always have the last laugh. Okay? All right? The freeway, not the highway, okay? All right, but back to it. All right? It sounds crazy owing somebody $100 million and that exact person calling you and saying, hey, I'm going to be late on that first payment I just sent you. You know, it sounds crazy, but that's what we're doing. Every person right here, right now that has a job and you're paying bills, utilizing the money you made from your job, you're literally paying someone back that owes your principal. Okay? Man, yeah, let me know if Walmart sell these. I'm about to go get me a couple of pair. Okay, yeah, what? All right, yeah. So, understand, read your contracts. How do I know this is to be true? Go read your car contract. Go read your mortgage. Go see the word security interest. And I promise you, it's going to say, you give us a security interest. I don't have a contract in front of me right now. Can somebody pull that contract up right now? All right, while we're on live right now. Peace and love, YouTube. We live. Yeah, I guess this is y'all first time seeing me live. Some of y'all, peace and love. All right, make sure y'all click the follow button. Make sure y'all click the notification as well. All right, comment 4 if you have your contract in front of you. I'm gonna give you some time because I really want y'all to hear this. All right, because I have a service, all right, that I've just released. All right, first 100 people. All right, but before I give those details, let me just show you something. Comment 4. So the people that do have a 4, you have your contract in front of you. Okay. All right. So again, I'm not paying these people to comment 4. I don't know these people. Okay. Look, yeah, on YouTube and on Instagram, they're going to prove to y'all. All right. Again, I don't have no contract in front of me. I read enough contracts to already know what it says. All right. Peep it. Okay. Do you see the word finance charge anywhere? Just say yay or nay. I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna give you time. Scroll till you see that 5 box. You see it? Good, good. All right. Now I want you to go to the last box where it gives you the total plus the down payment. Do you see that part? Let me know when you see that part. The last box, you should see 5 boxes of the finance charge. It starts with the APR rate. Last box should be the total sales and everything. So do you see the total and do you see the down payment, right? Do you see the word cash? Do you see the word cash? Do you see the word cash? In that last box, do you see the word cash? In that last box, do you see the words cash? I know you don't. Okay? I know you don't. Okay? I know you don't. Okay? I know you don't. So my question is, why did you give a cash down payment? All we had to do was read. Why did you give a cash down payment? Somebody said, well, I didn't really know I could. Well, of course you couldn't. You didn't read it. Of course you couldn't. You didn't read it. Above that, it literally says you can either purchase this car on cash or credit. And then it says you choose to purchase on credit. So why did you give cash? You let that salesman convince you you had to give cash. Yeah. What you had to understand was the finance charges are some of all charges, but we didn't understand this when we got the car. All right. And I understand we didn't understand this, but the problem is, why didn't we understand it? I know a lot of our excuses were, I didn't know. That's not an excuse. Why didn't you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have asked myself, like, why don't you know? Because it can't be, well, nobody taught me. What do you mean? You didn't read it. Just say you didn't read it. We try to go around the block, around the world, just to say, man, I didn't read it. Soon as we say, oh, I didn't know. That's the worst excuse ever. I didn't know. What the hell you mean you didn't know? Duh, you didn't know. You didn't read it. How would you know? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we be tricking ourselves. We didn't know because we didn't read. We didn't read it to the point of being able to ask questions like, hey, it says cash or credit. Does that mean I ain't got to throw no cash in? All right, because I want to just use the finance charge, because under the finance charge, 15 USC 1605, and I hope you're writing this down, okay? 15 USC 1605, when you jump all the way down to A, of course I want you to read that big ass paragraph, but jump all the way to A, it tells you exactly what you can transfer into the finance charge. The first damn thing is interest. The first damn thing you were supposed to put in your finance charge was interest. You could have rolled that down payment into the interest, but we didn't know that. Okay, we didn't know that, but it's cool. The problem is, why didn't we know that? All right, so let's move forward. Let's know that. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't just keep saying, well, I ain't know. And then you gonna go get a car next week and do the same damn thing. Well, I didn't know. You grown as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talk to people the way I talk to people. I'm not here to, I'm not here to pander to anyone. At all. I'm talking to grown ass adults. Okay? If I'm talking condescending, if I'm talking disrespect, hey, man, hey, it is what it is. Okay? All right? And this goes on all contracts. Y'all think it says different on the Rolls Royce contract? Do y'all think a Honda contract is different from a Rolls Royce contract? Comment 8 if you believe it is different. If you feel like a Rolls Royce contract is different from a Honda contract, comment 8. Okay? So if I could transfer the interest in a Honda contract, could I possibly transfer the interest in a Rolls Royce contract? Because when you read the finance charge, 15 USC 1605, it says any consumer credit transaction. It don't say some. It don't say a limit of $100,000. It don't say none of that. It says any. Meaning whatever you put your mind and your social to, if you have the capacity to contract, that application is worth whatever it is you apply for. Now, how do I know this to be true? Am I making this up for all the ones that's been following? How do we know that the application is receivable by all national and member banks? How do we know that, family? Because I don't want them to think I'm just up here regurgitating information. All right? How do we know that? Which act tells us that the application is receivable by all national and member banks? All right, I see somebody on YouTube saying it. Okay, exactly. The Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1. I see it on IG, Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1. Exactly. All right, because we read, family. We're taking that same articulation to whoever tells us our application is not worth whatever it is we apply for. Because who you think we gonna rock with, the Federal Reserve Act or some damn salesman? Some funky ass salesman. No offense to the salesmen out there, but man, we ain't going off your word. You a salesman for a living. Again, no disrespect as a man, as Even if that's a woman, no disrespect, no coming at you personally. All right. But you a salesman. Your word ain't nothing compared to the Federal Reserve Act. Not nothing. Okay? Of course, they gonna say, well, I've been working here for 30 years. Well, yeah, but you've been working 30 years and you ain't never read the Federal Reserve Act. What are we talking about? Okay? What are we talking about? You know how many people got degrees and don't know nothing? Nothing? Okay? You know how many people got degrees but do not read their own damn contract? Come on, man. We gotta knock these folks off their imaginary pedestals. All right? You don't need a degree to tell whether you can read or not. Okay, and again, no offense to anybody that got degrees, but man, please do not hold that on, because when you get in a room full of reasons, man, nobody give a damn about them damn degrees. What? Okay, you got your degree, meaning you discharged from college, but did you get your interest? See, they say I'm not supposed to look like this and be talking like this. I don't know. A lot of y'all's really messing y'all up right now. I'm like, man, what in the world? He gotta be scamming. Ah! Hey, man, it's a beautiful thing to read, man. All right, what they say, reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Y'all remember that? What the 90s baby? We're reading rainbow. Hey, they weren't playing. What? Man, for real. Okay? They say I'm not supposed to look like this and talking like this. Like, man, he has face tats. What? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Hey, they be so confused. Hey, y'all, they be so confused, man. And I just be like, yo, I get it. I understand. Okay. All right. I get it. All right. You expect me to be doing this, but I'm really talking about this. All right. I do know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, okay, we have to understand how to take back control of the account, family, because that's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. But it's going to take your attention. You can't be living, worshiping two gods. Oh, snap. That's what they was talking about. You can't serve two worlds. You can't be a peasant and think like a boss. You can't be the both, family. I know y'all seen movies and stuff where the boss was shaking hands with the employee. Of course he feels like that. Of course she feels like that. But behind them doors, they would never in their life switch positions with their employees, y'all. Okay? Okay? You can't worship two worlds. Either you're going to be a peasant or you're going to be a boss. What are you going to do? For all y'all that's already getting eyes, well, what if everybody don't want to be a boss? Peasants, hush. We do not need that cancer spewed upon the ones that's feeling what I'm saying. Okay? Peasant, silence. He who not reads don't get to say shit. Okay? That's the new motto. We ain't here to hear moral victories. We here to hear results. Okay? All right. What do you want to be, family? Do you want to utilize the security interests? Or do you want to keep using your personal income? All right, you can't do both. That's like oil and water. You can't do both. The upper class do not hang with the lower class, because if they do, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Y'all remember being seniors and seeing them dudes talking to ninth graders like, ew, why you talking to her, bro? Like, you can't get no. It's a little weird, all right? Meaning certain levels stick with certain levels, all right? So again, if you're not using your security interests, my friend, you're lower level. No one's going to tell you that. It doesn't matter how you look at me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? It don't matter. What you feel about me personally, the truth of the matter is, if you are not using the security interest, then most likely than not, you're using personal income. So if a person says, I have a job for my bills, they're blatantly saying out loud, I am not competent of the contract that I have signed because I have not learned to utilize the security interest that I gave. It's so easy to point people out, family. We try to live these personal ass lives like, you don't need to know how much I make. It doesn't matter how much you make. I know you make something. I know someone else signs your checks. I know you're not creating. I don't need to know how much you make. It doesn't matter how much you make. All I do know is your lifeline is based off of that corporation. Meaning, if that corporation goes under, what is going to happen to you? We got to realize this. It's not going to be said nicely. All right? That AI is coming. It's coming. It's already here. Your job is about to get replaced, my friends. All right? Only the strong mental creators is going to last. Okay? I'm not here to be your friend. I'm just letting you know how it's going to go because we going to party regardless. I just don't want y'all to see me 10 years from now and then be like, man, he told us. God, he on Good Morning America. Man, he done told us, man. I remember when he said, I thought he was scamming. I'm not think like, man, just go read and see I'm not scamming, man. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Just go read your contract. It literally says somewhere. That's why I say read it. Now, for those that seen the finance bar, right? Do you see the word security interest? Before I lose my thought, do y'all see the word security interest? For y'all that got y'all contracts out right now, try to skim through real quick. All right, until you see security interest. Somebody say, do your status have to change? My friend, I know some folks that changed their status and they're still minors. Don't let that go over your head, man. Don't let that go over your head, man. I know some folks that changed their status and they are still minors. You know what that looks like? Somebody that changed their status but they still got a job. Yeah. Because for some reason, people feel like when they change their status, authenticate their birth certificate, all of a sudden all their bills are automatically paid. Who raised you, gumbos? Okay? Who raised you, Oompa Loompas? All right? Because that is the stupidest thing you could possibly think to yourself. All right? That is just one piece of the process. Well, a process. All right? I'm not saying you don't need to do that. I'm just saying that's a piece of another process. But to say yourself, all I need is to authenticate my birth certificate. To say to myself, all I need is a trust. You know how many people that got trusts and still lose their cars? And that's not a laughing matter, but man, y'all better stop thinking that's one thing is the cure for all. You got to know things in its totality. You know where the status starts at? What do you know, my friend? Okay? Just because you done put some damn templates together do not mean you have the capacity to contract. I know a lot of y'all running around saying that. I got the capacity to. No, you don't. Stop. 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 It sounds great. I know we want to say affirmations for ourselves. All right. But to have capacity to contract is to not need anyone. Yes, my friends. That's what the capacity to contract means, meaning you don't need anyone to handle your affairs. Telling somebody, what should I say, bro? Hey, what should I put on my paper, bro? That's not having capacity to contract. I know you've been saying it and you've been feeling, oh, I got the. No, you don't. This is your off weekend. You got to go back to work Monday. If you had the capacity contract, you would be really have more faith in this information than you would your job. I'm not saying abruptly quit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can definitely tell who is taking what serious because you can't look at me and say, yeah, I learned this information 5 years ago and you still got a job. What have you been doing with the information? Man, hang that shit up. Give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody else. Because it damn sure didn't take me no 5 years. What? I was ready to stop trapping. I was ready to never work again. I was learning as I went. What? I wasn't waiting on nobody to show me no results. What? I went face first. I wasn't thinking about falling backwards. I seen what I was reading. Man, again, I'm not telling y'all to make drastic decisions, but man, you probably need to start understand what's more important because this is gonna take time to learn. You can't just turn this on and turn this off. Y'all think y'all can go back to work and then put this to the side. Then when it comes convenient, let me start read. Oh, you're gonna have to start over every time, every single time. Instead of the ones that's been putting one foot in the other. Boom, 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 boom. Now I have results. That's why you have to pay people for their time, family. I know you feel like I should do it for free. I remember when I was doing it for free. See, a lot of y'all don't know me. All right, a lot of y'all don't know me when I very first started. Okay? All right, y'all don't understand where a lot of this comes from. You can't just give your time for free to people that don't know your journey. Let me say that again. You can't give your time for free for people that do not know your journey because it's not even their fault. They're just not going to respect you. Oh, he free shit. Let me go. Hey, I got one more question, bro. Hey, let me call you, man. Shooting your like, damn, you don't think I got a family? You think you're the only one? And sometimes you gotta check folks. And what is the best way to check folks? Everybody say it with me. Everybody say it with me because we always try to be politically correct. What's the best way to check people? Is to have a what? Starts with a P. Nobody knows. I don't got no bosses in them. Yeah, charge, fees, price. Yeah, price. You put a price on it. Now people got respect. Now people, oh damn, oh snap, oh. All right, bro. Let me go get some money and I'll come back and talk. Exactly. Come back to me with some real thought. Because when you got free thoughts, you just start freestyling. Oh, well, what happens if I do this? Well, what can I do this? Well, can I do this? And you just asking a whole bunch of what if questions. As opposed to paying for somebody's time, now you're going to be able to, okay, I'm going to ask this question about this. You're going to take it more serious. And that's why there's a price, family. I don't know why we have to keep reiterating this, but there's a lot of people that have this gumball machine ideology that soon as you get some information, you're supposed to go tell the world for free. That has never happened. No one knows anyone that is doing that. Please stop. 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 Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Y'all said something about YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure. We can clean it up for sure. All right. Now let me ask y'all a question. The first step you need to do is do a revocation of power of attorney. Why do I need to do a revocation of power of attorney? Because a revocation of power of attorney is what removes the corporation from acting on our behalf. But let me ask you a question, family. Can we do that if we truly don't know what the hell is going on? Huh? Think about it. We can't. All right. Now I'm about to introduce something I have never done. I really hated it. All right, but now I feel like I'm at the level now. Also, I have the students now as well that can properly utilize the documentation. I'm also gonna have disclaimers as well. All right, being sent out. All right, but I do have a service, okay, that I'm about to unleash, family. All right. I have a service that's going to literally get a contract from you. We're going to ask for your contract. All right. One one contract at a time, okay? Meaning, if I was you, I would try to probably give me the contract that I'm using for the roof over my head. Meaning, give me your mortgage, give me your lease, okay? All right, now let me explain it to you. You're gonna send me your contract. I'm gonna basically dissect your contract. All right, give you exactly the letters that you need to have to be able to reclaim the security interest. All right, it's not legal advice. It's not any kind of legal direction. Is lawful awareness. All right, you don't got to give me no power of attorney because I don't got to do none of that. All right, I'm simply going to break your contract down, give you the letters that need to be sent out to the correct companies. I'm gonna have the company's address for you. I'm gonna do it all for you. Okay? I'm gonna do it all for you. All right. Now I know a lot of y'all gonna just take this service and not read a damn thing, and that's why I love disclaimers. Ooh, I can see it now. This is why we didn't do it. But now I see, okay. All right, what they say, what dudes say, now I understand. Now I got the understanding. Okay. All right, yes, I'm gonna make sure you have your letters, your revocation of power of attorney. I'm gonna have your follow-up letter. I'm gonna have your letter if they ignore that letter. All right, I'm gonna have your tender of payment. Again, this is not legal advice. This is lawful awareness, family. Why? Because you're not giving me no POA. Okay? No POA at all. I'm sending you all the documents, and the documents is coming from you. So it's on you. Okay? It's on you to prevent forest fires, family. All right? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna read nothing. Just think, well, I'm about to send this off and just, What you gonna do when they call you? Huh? Huh? What you gonna do when they call you? Because I got the documentations for what to do when they ignore you. I got you covered if the worst case scenario happen. What you gonna do if the best case scenario happen? What you gonna do if they, hey, we got your letters. What you want us to do? You gonna be on that? uh, uh. I can see it now. I can see it now. They gonna be like, that stuff didn't work. Them letters didn't work. I can see it now, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna beat them to the punch. I'm gonna beat them to the punch because I already know that's what they're gonna say. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. They ain't gonna read nothing, y'all. They gonna get the document. I did everything he said, and I woke up and still nothing. That's what they gonna do, y'all. Okay, it's like that, and then I'm doing this to show folks, man, you can drag somebody to the damn door. You can unlock the door for them and walk away and say, all you gotta do is turn that damn lock and walk through. They still gonna be like, nah, he didn't walk me in. No, he left me stranded. I'm like, hey, yo, what are we doing? Okay. But that's what I'm bringing, family. It is what it is. We're going to see the drown. We're going to see losers lose and winners win, okay? All right, that's what I had to keep reminding myself. We're going to see losers lose, winners win. No one can give you a win, okay? Folks can give you advice. Hey, I see the team that you're about to attack. I just went against them last week. Hey, this is what I took from the film. They like to go left. All right, so make them go right. All right, they like to go. As soon as you make them go right, double team them. Okay, they get nervous when you fluster them. They get nervous when you add pressure. All right, that's how you got to look at it. So that's how you have to look at this. Okay. I'm going to show you the revocation of POA. All right. I'm going to show you the follow-up letter to that. I'm going to show you the final notice to if they ignore all of that. Also, the federal department that you need to reach out to. Granted, family, the addresses, the numbers is going to be found for you. You don't have to do anything, family, but read. That's it. All you need to do is read your contract and read the information that you get from my page. Acts like the Federal Reserve Act, acts like the Bill of Exchange Act, acts like the Sesticate Vi Act. Okay, I'm going to get to the price. All right, I'm going to get to the price. I got you. I know because y'all like, man, how much? I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Okay, but y'all need to understand what you're getting. All right, first I gotta tell you what, because I don't want nobody to think, oh, I thought you was gonna send it for me. I'm not sending nothing on behalf of no one, because if that's so, now I need a POA, and I'm not doing that. All right, I'm going to get you your documents together, send them to you, want you to read them. See if everything matches, because everything's gonna be from your contract. That's what I'm saying, y'all. We're not doing any like I say, power of attorney. We're simply going off your contract and literally drafting you a letter and showing you, hey, you do have rights in this contract. Again, it's lawful awareness, not legal advice. Right? Lawful awareness, not legal advice. Okay, now this is going to be up and running as far as on my store March. Okay, I'm shooting for March 1st, but I'm having an early bird right now. I'm having an early bird. I'm doing the first 100 people. Okay, the very first 100 people. Okay, again, I'm giving you the pay. You sending me your contract. Okay, you sending me your contract. Give me at least 48 to 72 hours. All right, 48 to 72 hours. I'm going to send you a file. I'm going to send you the the revocation of power of attorney. Again, the follow-up letter. I'm going to send you the tender of payment. I'm going to send you a letter, basically draft. All the letters going to be drafted off of your contract, so you can see we're not making anything up. All right, that's why we want you to read your contract so it makes sense. So when they call you, you don't got to worry about, oh my gosh, what did he say? I don't know what he sent. Because if you drop the ball, family, that's on you. All right, that's on you. All right, again, I'm giving you the skeleton. You still got to add the substance. You still got to add the meat. Okay, you got to add I'm giving you this. I'm giving you the structure. All right, you just got to add the skin, the meat, the blood. That got to come from you, living man, living woman. Okay, again, I'm not doing no POAs. I know somebody asking, can you just send it for me? No, I am not. All right, and I would never. Okay, but no matter how much money, I would never. Okay, because the worst thing you could do is have somebody on your back. You said that, bro? You said it, and they don't even understand what the hell is going on. I will never. I'm a boss, man. I will never. All right, never. Okay, but I will show you exactly the documentation that you need. Okay. So, with that being said, the first 100 people, the price is 500. Okay. First 100 people, the price is 500. After that, family, the price is 2,500. You know why? Because I didn't finish telling you what comes with the whole package. What do y'all think happens after we revoke their POA? Okay. All right. What do y'all think happens after we revoke their POA? Let's walk this down. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Okay. All right. I already know I can charge more. I already know. I know, family. I know I should charge more. I know. That's not the thing. That's not what it is. I want to show those 100 people how powerful this can be. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me explain. All right. Let me explain. Okay. All right. Exactly. What happens after you revoke their POA, family? That's why the tender of payment is going to be so important. After remove their POA, now we're adding you as the POA. Now you're acting on behalf of the principal. Now you're utilizing the principal's interest to cover all debts owed for the purpose of the principal's satisfaction. Okay? All right? Now imagine if they don't say anything. I'm going to have a letter for that as well. I'm getting y'all to the door, okay? I don't know if anybody else is doing this. I don't give a damn if anybody else is doing this. All right. I'm gonna give you exactly what you need, family. All right. But again, you have to read. All right. You have to read, family. This is not okay, I'm just gonna get this and then boom, I'm about to have my house for free. Please do not have that ideology. All right, because that is not true. Okay, you still gotta put your blood in it, meaning your living vessel in it, meaning your essence, your energy. You have to be the one that go down to the post office and send this. I'm gonna have everything for you. All right. You sending this to the legal team. You're sending this to the CFO of the corporation. All right. If they don't say nothing, you got a follow-up letter. All right. You're reaching out to the federal departments that's linked to them. I'm gonna have that as well. Okay, so it's no excuses. That's why I laugh at folks when they say, man, they don't even understand how many levels we can go up with this information, family. So how many services? If y'all ain't paying attention, we don't really have that many services. We've just been having classes, right? Okay? We really just been having classes. Not no real services where it's like, okay, boom, we can grab this from, all right? So, man, I just been kind of sitting back watching. That's why I'm seeing a lot of folks fumble and mumble and bumble. Okay? Man, we about to turn it up. All right? Again, this is no excuses. All right? It's no excuses, family. All right? And now it's gonna be even better for those that already have the information that you've been following. Now when you get these documentation, which you read, because I know y'all gonna read, all right, you're gonna see like, damn. Man, it don't get no cold than this, man. This is all I need because you already got the articulation. You just need the lettering structure. I have the follow-up letter for you as well. I got the follow-up letter for you as well, family. All right. I've been wanting to tell y'all about this, man, but I've been trying to hold off to it because I want everything to launch in March. But family, man, okay. Now let me keep explaining what you get. All right, because we're not done. All right. After we have the claim, I'm going to draft you a letter for a claim as well. Again, this is not legal advice. This is lawful awareness. I'm going to give you some awareness. Just see if that's what you want to do. Hope y'all can read between the lines. All right, I'm going to give you a claim and just see what you want to do. I'm not giving you any legal advice, just some lawful awareness. Kind of get your eyes going to see, I have a claim right here as well. Here's a letter that I could possibly use. Again, it is not legal advice. It is lawful awareness. All right, for the first 100 people. And I think I'm going to do that every month. The first 100 folks of the month gets it for that price. All right. And then everybody else, family, is 2,500. All right, because that's what the actual price is. All right, but the first 500, all right, we do not have it up on our store right now. It's not going to be up until March. All right, but if you do want to sign up for that, my very first 100 people, okay, and as soon as I hit that 100, I'm going to make a post and say, yo, we're done, closed off. All right, come again next week. Thank you, come again, okay? All right? All right, so think about it, okay? The email that you're going to email your first name, last name. I need your email. I need also the contract that you want us to break down. All right. Don't send us a bunch of contract. One contract per amount, per price. Okay. I would say bring us your biggest contract. All right. But again, we're going to start as far as your letters for you. All right, that does not mean just start sending them out, family. Please read them. I know I'm talking to adults, so y'all gonna do what y'all want. All right, I know y'all. I understand. All right, I know y'all adults. Y'all gonna do what y'all want. All right, but I'm just giving you a disclaimer, and you will get another disclaimer when everything is sent. All right, but please read the information, read the letter, so at least if they call you, you can at least kind of explain what you sent them. I don't want y'all just kind of send off the letters. You didn't even read the damn letter. You didn't even see where it says, hey, this is for the purpose of the security interest. You didn't even see where it says, hey, I would like to revoke the powers, but not all powers, because I still need the bank to handle managerial duties. Okay, you got to be able to articulate this. But again, I'm going to get you to the door and turn the knob. All right, no zest attached. I don't know what you're thinking. All right, I'm going to get you to the door and turn the knob. Okay, but you got to walk through, family. All right, rest in heaven to Rich Homie Quan. 100 bands when you walk through. You got to walk through. Okay, walk through. You got to walk through. Okay. I'm only accepting Zelle, no Cash App. I'm only accepting Zelle if you don't have Zelle. All right, you're gonna have to create a Zelle until you want to wait until March when it's ready. All right, then you can pay using whatever. All right, but right now it is only Zelle, the first 100 people. All right, my Zelle is hoodconsumeradvisor@gmail.com. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up on. I'm gonna pin it to the email, to the chat. My Zelle is hoodconsumeradvisor@gmail. All right, but before you send anything, shoot me an email at Mansa Mahatha at gmail.com. Before you send anything or do anything, shoot me an email at Mansa Mahatha at gmail.com. All right. So you can tell me your first name so I can give you the Zelle information. If you're not Zelle ready, please do not shoot me an email. All right. We're only accepting Zelle right now, family. We're only accepting Zelle. That is the only form of payment that we're accepting until March. All right. Again, don't send anything. Don't send anything until you shoot me an email. Okay. But if you do have the Zelle, then you can. I'm just saying this just so people don't mess up the email. All right, but my Zelle is hoodconsumeradvisor@gmail. Okay. Now again, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. Make sure y'all tap in for the first 100. Uh, I see somebody say. All right, for the first 100. After that, we closing it off, family, and then we'll do another 100 pull for the beginning of March. Okay, we'll do that every month just for those that can't afford the 25. We'll still be doing it for 500. We won't go any lower than that. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, still purchase those classes that I have online, family, just so you can get acquainted with the information. All right, because I'm sure there's a lot of folks that has that money, but they really just think it's okay. I'm just gonna send him my house contract and boom, we'll have him break it down, and I'm just gonna family. Please, you have to still do your part. All right, you have to still do your part. Okay. Yeah. Well, somebody just put up we got a pocket watch. All right. Awesome says 500 times 100. Can anybody do 500 times 100? I don't know why people want to think this is a big secret. Can we all do 500 times 100? Can we all do 500 times 100? Can we? Can everybody put how much 500 times 100 is? Nobody wants to put it up? Nobody wants to know how much I will make off of 500 people for $50,000. Yes. All right. Can we all say it together so people can stop thinking they're exposing something? All right. That's almost like saying, hey, how many hours do you work a week? How much do you get per hour? Oh, you get 40 hours a week times 16. Oh, that's easy. 40 times 16. You're not exposing anything, man. What does your account and your 500 got to do with all the other 99 people that's trying to do the same thing? I just don't understand people. All right, yes, it's $50,000 for the price that is. So you do the math on $2,500. Do the math. Whoever that was, awesome. Do the math. So he said, y'all are the method. I didn't know y'all weren't getting anything. So, mate, I didn't know y'all wasn't getting anything. Yeah, if you learn this, you don't got to pocket watch at me. You know what I'm saying? You should be too focused on your house. You know what I'm saying? You should be too focused on your house. Yeah. So what you gonna do when I'm on Good Morning America and I say, hey, family, I have a service? What you gonna do then? When 1 million people signed up and then I dropped the price to 200. Now you got 1 million people paying 200. How much is 200 times 1 million? Come, I'm giving you the blueprint, man. While you hating and pocket watching, you need to be learning and helping your family. Come on. Get off your knees so you can achieve. No, we don't want to kick them out. No, man, because who else is going to tell them like this? Who else is going to tell them? Who else? I feel like I'm in the room. Who else going to tell them? I'll tell them then. God damn. Everybody want to be scared to tell them. I'll tell them. All right, 500 times, 500 times what? 500 times 100. 50,000, my brother. Okay, you don't got to overthink it. Yes. Yes. All right, we just got to get that out the way. All right. But that's what it is, family. First 100 people, 500. Make sure you shoot me an email first at mansamahatha at gmail. All right. At mansamahatha at gmail. Mansa Mahatha at Gmail. All right, so we can talk about where you need to send the payment. All right, your first name, last name, and which contract you want me to break down, family. All right, remember, family, when you get your file back, give me 48 to 72 hours. When you get your file back, please look over everything. Okay, please, because again, you're not gonna be able to blame anything on us. We're not taking power of attorney. It's as if some strangers gave you some documentation and you said, okay, I'm sending it. That's our disclaimer. That's why I'm trying to help y'all before you even try to play the non-accountability. Okay? Straight up. All right? So that's what it is. Make sure y'all tap in. I'll be giving y'all more details as far as, more closer to March as far as the official launch of it. But for those that want to tap in, okay, make sure you shoot me that email at Mansa Mahatha at gmail.com. Make sure you're Zelle ready, Zelle only, no other way. All right. With that being said, y'all, peace and love. Make sure y'all be safe. Make sure y'all read those contracts. All right. All right. Stay informed.